and welcome to the Visionary VA podcast, the go-to show for ambitious virtual assistants who are ready to stop trading their time for money and start scaling their businesses into thriving agencies. I'm Holly Copsey, founder of the award-winning agency Virtually Priceless and the Visionary VA Circle community. Each week, I'm here to bring you actionable strategies, proven systems, and mindset shifts to help you transition from a solo VA to a visionary agency owner. If you're ready to grow your business to dizzying new heights with less stress and more success, you're in the right place. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Visionary VA podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that every VA business owner should be doing regularly, but so often gets overlooked: auditing your clients. When we start out, we're so focused on getting clients that we often forget to ask ourselves, are these actually the right clients for me and my business? Are they aligned with my values, my goals, and the way I want to work? And as we grow, the reality is that not every client will stay the right fit. Some might have been perfect when you started, but as your business evolves, your pricing, your processes, or your team might evolve too. And suddenly that client relationship doesn't feel quite so great anymore. So in this episode, we're going to look at why auditing your clients is important, signs that a client might not be the right fit anymore, what to do if you identify red flags, and how to make space for clients who truly light you up. Okay, so why do you need to audit your clients? When you regularly review your client base, you're not just protecting your sanity, you're protecting your business. You avoid burnout by not keeping draining or misaligned clients. You create space for bigger, better opportunities. And you remind yourself that you are in charge of your business, not your clients. Think of it like spring cleaning for your business. Out with the things that don't fit, so you've got room for the things that do. Let's look at a few of the red and amber flags to consider when auditing. Late payers, constantly chasing invoices, drains your time and energy. Boundary pushers, clients who expect instant replies, message you at all hours, or ignore agreed processes. Misaligned values. Maybe they treat you or your team poorly, or their business practices don't sit well with you. Scope creep. If the work has grown far beyond the contract, but they resist paying more. Or no longer profitable. Perhaps you've raised your rates, but this client still pays your old fee and refuses to budge. Energy check. When you see their name pop up in your inbox, do you feel excited or do you sigh? That feeling matters. And it's not always about negatives. Sometimes a client is too small for where you're headed. Maybe they only give you 2 to 3 hours a month and you need bigger blocks of time. It doesn't make them bad, but they may not fit your bigger vision. So what do you do if you spot an issue? You've got 3 main choices. 1, reset. Have an open conversation. Revisit the contract, set firmer boundaries, or update your rate. Sometimes clients just need clarity. 2, retain. If it's still a good fit overall, but you just need small tweaks, keep going with some adjustments. 3, release. If the relationship is draining, unprofitable, or misaligned, it might be time to let them go. And yes, I know that can be scary, but every time I've let go of the wrong client, it really has created space for the right one, and it does wonders for your mental health. Now, you might be wondering how to actually do an audit. This doesn't need to be complicated. I'd recommend reviewing your client list every 6 months. Start by pulling together a simple spreadsheet or just grab a notebook. For each client, jot down the hours they give you, the rate you charge them, the profit margin if you have an associate supporting them, when they last had a rate rise, how easy they are to work with, and whether they align with your bigger business goals. And that all-important energy check. Do they energize you or drain you? Once you've done this, you'll quickly spot some patterns. Perhaps it will highlight that having an associate support a client for 2 hours a month and making only £20 profit isn't worth the time you spend on dealing with the both of them and paying their invoices each month. Or maybe it shows you that you've not increased a client's rate for 2 years and that actually you could be making a little bit more from them. It might even highlight that one client you actually really love working with, that you want to go out and find more of as your ideal customer. Remember, you're building your dream business. Auditing your clients isn't about being harsh or ungrateful. It's about making sure your business works for you. Every client relationship should feel like a partnership. If it doesn't, something needs to change. So, this week, I encourage you to carve out an hour to do a quick client audit. Ask yourself, who is lighting me up? Who is draining me? And who might need a reset conversation? Scaling your VA business is as much about who you say no to as to who you say yes to. That's it for today's episode. I'd love to hear if you do a client audit. Come and share your thoughts in the Visionary VA Circle community over on Facebook, or drop me a message on Instagram or LinkedIn. And remember, your business, your rules. Don't be afraid to let go of the wrong clients to make space for the right ones. See you next week. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Visionary VA podcast. I hope you're walking away with fresh ideas and inspiration to scale your VA business. Don't forget to check out our free mini course on building solid business foundations, perfect for setting your VA agency up for success without the overwhelm. You'll find the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a review. See you next week.